Hello and welcome back to Pseudo Gameplay TV for another Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 video. Now again, I do want to thank you for the support that I've seen from you guys on my character tutorial videos. Just another quick reminder that if we can reach 50 subscribers before the end of the year, I will be doing a subscriber giveaway. So subscribe and ring the bell so you can be up to date as to when I announce that and what it's going to be. Today, I wanted to take a brief look at the characters, specifically the characters who you do not unlock through the main story quest. And I am going to primarily be focusing on the characters that you can gain just with the purchase of the game. No additional DLC required. And just to kind of give you an idea, there is quite an expansive roster of characters that are available just through the main story quests that you unlock naturally. As a matter of fact, most of the characters that you see here on this screen would fit into that category. But the ones that are the most interesting in terms of where you can find them or how you can access them are the 4 additional characters that are available through the standard Infinity Rifts and then the 2 DLC characters. Now, I currently have 5 of those 6 unlocked. I'm working towards the 6th and final one currently, but I will mention who each of them are and the best way to go about obtaining those characters. So just for the sake of you being able to see where they're at on this list, the first character that you can unlock through the means of the Infinity Rifts is actually Elektra. Now, Elektra is in the first tier Infinity Rift, which I'll showcase here in just a moment. The second character that you unlock through the use of these Infinity Rifts is back over this way. It's Magneto. He's a little bit more difficult to find and handle just with the, or not find, but obtain, with just by the increased difficulty of the rifts that you have to go through, but doable nonetheless. The third character that you can unlock through those rifts is Loki, and Loki, by far, at least for me, has been the most challenging. That his trial in particular has you fighting the 5 members of the Black Order with no refresh, no resets, and they can be quite challenging. But I've got him, and we're working with them. The last spot that you see right up above Loki is the place where Thanos belongs, and he is the final of the 4 characters made available through the Infinity Rifts. Just standard gameplay. You do have to clear out the entire story quest in order to gain access to the Thanos Rift, but it's something to keep in mind and work towards. Now, the 2 characters that are free DLC, which you don't need to do any additional purchase, you just need to make sure that you have your game updated, are Cyclops and Colossus. And now let's jump over into the actual Infinity Rifts so you can see exactly what you need to do in order to unlock those characters. So the first place that you're going to want to look for these characters in terms of getting them unlocked are these standard Infinity Rifts. First off, we have the Gamma Infinity Rifts, and this is a pretty laid-back, easygoing rift to go through. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of them that you can just kind of clear out pretty quick on your own. You do start over here on the left-hand side, and the key indicator is you have to clear this rift to unlock all adjacent rifts. So once you do this, you will then gain access to this boost rift, and subsequently this ability trial rift. And subsequently, each rift that you clear will unlock the adjacent trials for it as well. Now, you just need to make sure that you find a path. The path of least resistance that I used was just around these corners and then directly to the Elektra rift. Now, you only need to get the clear, the 1-star clear, in order to unlock the character, but there are multiple requirements and additional rewards if you are able to clear it on a higher tier. But Elektra, pretty simple to unlock. The second Infinity Rift, the Psi Rift, is a lot more straightforward than the rift to unlock Elektra. This is a straight shot all the way up to Magneto, which does include a couple of decently difficult challenges. But the one to unlock Magneto himself is quite a bit more challenging, as it has you fighting Claw, it has you fighting Kingpin, and Doctor Strange pops up as the last boss in that. Again, you just need to get it cleared, get it over with in order to pass it. You can go for the extra clears if you want to look to 100% or get the best rank on this that you can. It's not required to unlock the character. Now, the third character to unlock is Loki, and in this rift, you start down here, the Sigma rifts, you start down here at the bottom. You do have to work your way up. There's a couple of different paths that you can take, a little bit more free choice, if you will. I personally came up this way and then zigzagged back over to this direction, mainly because I wanted to unlock Doctor Strange's alternate costume. I actually found this trial to be very, very simple, as long as you're familiar with the boss fight mechanics against Dormammu. And then, this is the rift that I had mentioned previously, you have to defeat Ebony Maw and the other 4 members of the Black Order that you have to fight in order to regain the Infinity Stones in the main story quest. So it's quite the difficult fight. It took me multiple attempts. I think I worked on this for about an hour and a half before I actually got the full clear on it. And as you can see, I did not clear it with 3 or fewer teammate incapacitations. I think I lost my 4th team member right at the final boss of that trial, who is Proxima Midnight, and she's just a pestilence, to be sure. But at the end of the day, got the rift cleared, gained Loki as a character, and we will have character analysis coming for all of these characters after we finish the main story quest characters. Now, to gain access to the 4th rift, you have to have the main story quest cleared and completed. You should be able to do that on any difficulty in order to gain access to it. You then have to hit the right bumper to switch over to the next Infinity Rift, this being the Infinity Rift Lambda. And you do start down here in the corner on the bottom right-hand side. I believe you can also start over here, just because you can gain access to these starting points as you come across the rifts in the main story quest. You'll ultimately need to work your way up. This right-hand side is what I found to be the most direct line in order to face off against Thanos himself. I do not yet have access to this in order to clear it, but that's something I will be working towards in the next couple of days and or weeks before I am set to showcase this character and his abilities. Again, just need to make sure that we get the clear condition, but as this is a level 65 rift, I expect it to be quite the challenge, but I welcome that. Now that's all you have to do in terms of unlocking the 4 characters that are available once you've completed the main story quest, but the free DLC characters actually have their own Infinity Rift, which you can find, again, hitting the right-hand bumper here. Now this is going to be your Psi Rift, or your Phi Rift, excuse me, and these 2 characters are available right off the bat. You have Colossus and Cyclops, which you can do in any order that you please. It's very similar to the other rifts with the other characters, where you just gotta clear out the main trial in order to gain the character. Cyclops has you fighting off against Ultimo, so if you're familiar with that boss battle, you're gonna have no trouble with it really at all. Again, if you can clear it quickly or with no team members incapacitated, you can gain some extra rewards. But all things considered, it's not terribly difficult. Cyclops, on the other hand, actually has you facing off against the Power Stone infused Sentinel from the Xavier Mansion. Again, you just gotta get the trial cleared. This one has an interesting quirk where your HP will slowly drop, but you can continue to regain your health as you deal damage. I think by the end, I had just resorted to dealing out damage by one single character because it was just a nasty mess. But when I go back through and attempt to clear out the remainder of these trials, I definitely will be striving for the higher tiered damage, and will probably use a bunch more of the team synergy attacks to try and keep my team healthy. So that's kind of it for unlocking the different characters that are available through main storyline, after the main storyline, and DLC. And if you do have, or the free DLC, I should say, if you do have questions about unlocking the DLC characters, the paid DLC, I'd be more than happy to walk through and showcase those as well. But that is an extra purchase that I know that not everybody's made or would intend to make. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget about the subscriber giveaway I have planned if we can reach that 50 subscriber mark. And thanks again for watching and all your support. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.